Okay, now we're official because now we're recording. Okay, so um, welcome again. This is basically the second session of what are we calling? Let's tell a story. There we go. It's been a crazy day today. Okay, so we left off last week with basically we found out that actually this has been sitting on our to-do list for 2 years, not the 1 year that we thought it was. And in a little bit of research, we found out that we actually had set some stuff up, got this whole hurrah, and then did nothing with it.
Yeah, because there was other stuff to do, and there was other stuff to do.
There's other stuff to do. So
We had like paying gigs.
yeah, things that were actually paying our bills. So yeah, whatever. So we're back, and we're gonna we actually have a title of the book. Okay.
Which we had 2 years ago that we forgot we had.
We had 2 years ago. So we're calling it The Shedding. Okay. And we're starting to work on character development and a basic plot of it. Okay. So we started off with, well, finally, my export was successful. It's been a crazy day as far as technology is concerned. I don't even want to go there. I'm hoping that this is going to not be a problem today. All right. So anyway, plot development and character development. All right. So we need to sort of outline now where we want the story to go. Okay. So Chris, what are your thoughts?
I'm typing out an outline as we speak. And
mind you, Chris and I talk about this throughout the week. Okay.
I just did a typo that's so brilliant, I might have to try to use it. Because I was typing out the red cap, because my little prologue had to do with a red cap, and for those of you, it's not necessarily a political thing, although it will seem to be that. It's based on a malicious fairy who's called a red cap because he dips his cap in his enemy's blood and stains it red. And it's said that the really, really powerful ones, their caps just drip blood like all the time. So I wanted to have a red cap character in there as a, not like a huge character, just here and there as a sign of divisiveness, because I wonder why. But I typed the red capo, like mafia person, and I'm like, I have to ponder that. That was a tangent, but that might wind up being awesome. I don't know yet.
Okay, well, and here's the thing. It's little things like that really kind of, as we're going along with the book, which is, I like that, and I think we can use that, especially if there's going to be a major Jersey character in the book.
I think I can keep my initial red cap character that I had envisioned, or just leave that prologue there and just maybe have that a one-off, don't name them, and then have a red capo to be a slightly more major character. Oh, I like that.
All right, so okay, that'll be a character we will develop. And one of the things with characters, when you develop them, you really need to know, you really need to develop them as almost like they're like real people, right? So all the little details that you would have. So we have one character already set, and basically she's a bitch, okay, very Machiavellian. The ends definitely justify the means as far as she's concerned. So whatever it takes. And
now, did you like my rewrite with the fleshing out the description, and did we get our test reader on that yet? Did she get a chance to look at it?
We have a test reader too, all right? Because you know what happens is that we start to get involved in the story, and then, you know what, sounds really good to us.
We love it. We're like, this is the
And
but you know,
may not be the case. So we have a test reader in, and she's going to, and we know she will be honest, and if it sucks, she's going to tell us it sucks. I have no doubt about that. Well, she'll tell you. She may be hesitant to tell me it sucks,
that's true. That's true.
but she definitely will tell you it sucks. But anyway, but anyway,
Fucking- The red capo is so brilliant. I'm so happy with that. Okay, sorry. No, wait, I can change the
all right.
brilliant
So,
work.
but we still have to work on the basic plot. Now it's just like the basic journey of the story, not like the actual outline of the story. So what's our plot, Chris? There's got to be.
Okay, here's the basic plot that I'm not typing out because I can't talk and type coherently. I can think and type, or I can think and talk, but I can't do all three of those things. Basic plot. There is a clearing in the Bangor forest that has a tree that is a very specific portal that connects the winter fairylands, the summer fairylands, and the mortal realm. Once upon a time, there were several of these, quite a few different portals scattered throughout the country and possibly the world, but through the encroachment of man, they've been lost. We will later discover far down the line, maybe, I don't want to give out too many spoilers, they might actually still be there, but the fairy think that this is the last one, that this is the last portal that connects the three realms. Now, winter and summer can go back and forth, but this one is like this. It's a nexus point almost that you can get to either place. The wild fae, which are fairies that are not sworn allegiance to either the Seelie or the Unseelie court, either winter or summer, are currently in control of that patch of forest in Bangor, Maine. Winter has found this out. They're like, well, that's bullshit. We need to control this. Summer has found this out. They're like, well, we obviously need to control this. We have to make sure the mortals don't control this, and neither court is thrilled with the wild fae having control of this. So what factions within the courts are trying to do? Both courts are trying to take over this portal. The different factions within the courts are trying to stir up division in the mortal realm, because they're not thrilled with all these other portals being lost. They're not thrilled with how the land is being treated and the environmental decay of their natural spaces. So they're trying to sow division in the lands to make things easier, to make it easier for them to gain access to the mortal realm, to cause problems, etc. Where the groomers and the animals come in mythology, corgis were mounts for the smaller fairies. Like, they rode them like horses and steeds. So they're still very connected to the fairies, as a lot of us with animals know. When the cats get the zoomies and all of a sudden do this and stare into the corner, and you're like, stop talking to the ghosts of fairies in the house, you're creeping me out. Anyway, the corgis are being dragged into this because there is a particular corgi whose backyard this portal is in, who is one of our main protagonists. I believe, what did we have the corgi's name as? It's based on a specific corgi.
General Bubblebutt.
General Bubblebutt. Because it's a corgi, so it's got a bubble butt. General Bubblebutt And what's the real name is like something, the evil one?
Molly, I think it is.
Molly. Molly, aka Spawn of Satan, who has apparently gotten kicked out of grooming shops.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe she's gotten kicked out of the grooming shops because there was she doesn't want to be bad for her nails, but there was someone, fairy from the Winter Court, wanted to bother her and bug her and make her life difficult. So pokes her and acts up every time Molly Bubblebutt gets her nails done. So it's not General Bubblebutt's fault she's being bad for nails. She's trying to buck and bite the little fae that's bothering her. But
Yeah, sure, that'll make a lot of groomers feel better. Definitely not me.
see, the dog really does like you, doesn't want to be horrible. It's the little fairies that are poking it. So of course it's acting out and snapping at them, not at you. Really, really, she swears.
Okay.
So that's the general setup. And because some of the fairy creatures involved are cat-like, that use the illusion of that they're actual house cats, that are converging on this area in Maine about the same time a couple groomers are getting together for, what did we say, a pet first aid class?
Yeah, we're going to do a pet first aid class, so we're en route to the location. So it's going to be more of like a conference. I think more of a conference of pet first aid instructors and not necessarily a class.
Okay, that works. Maybe we're getting together to film some stuff for virtual learning,
Okay.
since the fairies have loosed a little bit of a plague.
Okay. Okay, we can tie all of that in, so that's good. So we have
That, wait, one court loosed the plague, and either the wild fae or the people who oppose them on the summer court helped come up with a vaccine really quick so that the plague is not going to be long-term as effective as the Unseelie court thought. What do you think of that?
we can work on that.
Okay.
We can definitely tie that in. All right. So other characters. So what I wanted to work on next is the major character in the summer court. All right. And this is kind of how I view her. All right. She would be considered a patriot. All right. She loves her country. She loves the summer court. It's her family. It's her friends. However, she still is moral and ethical, and probably might be more along the lines of a fixer. So she knows she lives in the land of crazy, and she tempers the crazy.
Okay. So this is kind of not one of the queens, more like a high up in the court to counteract that character in the Winter Court, like that person's equivalent.
Yeah, the same equivalent, but the means do not justify the ends, or the ends do not justify the means. All right. So if there was something that she felt truly was like over the line, she wouldn't do it. So there has to be there's a line that is drawn. Whether how far that line is away from where she's personally standing is one thing, but I think there will be for her, the conflict for her will be doing what's best for basically her family and her country, as opposed to doing what's morally and ethically best.
Okay. That I'm trying to think. I really have to work on where she's going, because even good fairies have a different take on morality than we think of it. So
Where the line will be drawn.
yeah, yeah.
There's, you know, let's talk annihilation. Okay. I mean, that line can can be 3-4 miles away from her at the moment.
And maybe she wouldn't even mind, like if we're talking about the plague, she may see it longer term, where she may be one of the people that goes, well, if they don't come up with a vaccine, they're humans, they'll recover, they'll breathe like rabbits. So it may appear very amoral to us. What do you think?
We'll have to work on that, but
Okay.
I think she will have a conflict that she will have to make a decision in it.
Yeah, that's a plan.
Whereas the winter character we've already developed, that's like that's a non-thing for her. We need to have somebody on our side, seriously.
Well, that I think is where the wild fae come in.
Yeah, that's true too, but I don't.
That's where I think the wild fae come in, because they're, for our purposes, a little more balanced, and they're a little more, they've gotten used to dealing with humans in a different way.
But I think the end is still going to come down to somebody in one of the courts tipping the balance to our side.
And I think it's got to be,
And I think she could still spin it to the summer court that it was in their best interest.
oh yeah, because if you said if she's a fixer slash spin doctor slash almost politician. Actually, they're both in their own way very politician-y characters, because they're very uh, focused on the inner workings and the politics of their court and how they survive in them, and they just go about it in different ways.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so right now I have prologue, the Red Capo, chapter 1, the winter court setup, chapter 2, summer court.
Here's the thing. Here, going back to the red capo, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have like groomer characters in there. So he's red cap until he comes in contact with, I don't know how.
I got it. No, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. He's I got it. And now that I have that, I'm gonna have that bit of prologue for you to read.
Okay.
I'm not sleeping. This is now a thing that is happening. That's what happened last night. No, and it's not so much the groomer character from Jersey. When they run into him, he's already the Red Capo, because he's been in there for a while. Okay. No, I'm gonna have him. He's got like Civil War backstory.
Yeah.
Okay, so chapter 3, and these aren't necessarily long chapters. Initially, these are just our outline and our setup. Winter court, summer court, groomers gather. the wild fae and what's going on with them in Maine. Do we want to do why don't we say chapter 4, the wild fae and general bubble butt?
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking of, combining that into one chapter. I like your headband, by the way.
You know, I got this at Torrid and I was like, it was just very pretty and wintry, and I put it on today and I'm like, I feel like I'm wearing a tiara.
Now, is
So-
that, can you wear that all day, or you wear that like a couple hours and you gotta?
No, it's not pinching at all. It's Torrid, so everything is a little bit bigger. Even they're, yeah, I guess it doesn't.
I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'm wearing fairy creatures in honor of our little get together.
Okay,
Okay,
so we have enough to work on now.
yeah, we have stuff to work on for tonight and next week. And did we have anybody join us in the live group or no?
No,
This was fine if not.
we got some people watching, but they're quiet.
That's okay.
All right. So anyway, we will see everybody.
Hello, quiet people.
Quiet people. We will see everybody on Monday again.
Yes, we are back to Mondays. Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay. Awesome. We'll see everybody next week.
See y'all next week. Take care.